I love marketing. It's changed my life completely. And these are the lessons I've learned after 14 years of it and over $20 million in ad spend. So it's been 14 years of blood, sweat, and tears, 14 years, $25 million in ad spend, 10 plus companies launched, and 4 of them being 8 figures. These are all the lessons that I have learned over the last 14 years, so you don't have to go through the same. Got a little sticky note over here so we don't forget everything here. So the first thing is actually the definition of marketing. What is marketing? Where does it actually start? Now, a lot of people think that marketing is taking a product and finding the best ways to sell it. And although that is a process of marketing, true marketing really starts in the ideation or product creation phase even. Because what I've learned from my experience is if you're not talking to your customers and you are not discovering what their emotional pain points are, they have to be emotional, then you don't truly know what it is going to take for them to actually buy from you. And yes, you can market after the product has been completed, you can absolutely do that. And so it took about a year and a half to develop the product and fulfill that need and desire for the market. But when we finally entered the market, we didn't even have to run ads, and we did 6 figures in sales just through word of mouth. So that's the power of having very strong ideation for the product, okay? Now, after the product ideation, then it is going to the market. Now, there's multiple ways, obviously, of going to the market. You can rely on paid media. You can rely on a different source of paid media. We call it top of the funnel traffic. A lot of people that don't even know who you are, that's top of the funnel. Now, a lot of people go with top of the funnel right off the bat. And from a decade plus of experience beginning to get 1 or 2 white hairs, top of the funnel traffic is the fastest way to go to the market, but a lot of times it is also the most expensive way. That being said, you can completely still hack top of the funnel traffic, but it may not be the best way for you to actually enter the market. And the best way, sometimes it takes a little bit more work, it is middle of the funnel traffic. So middle of the funnel traffic is when people have already paid their dues. And this could be in 2 ways. Either you have spent over $20 million plus on ads like I have to develop your own list and warming up that list, or you have paid your dues by creating organic content. And this is where you see a company like Gymshark really tapping into middle of the funnel traffic to the point that the guy who founded Gymshark is one of the youngest billionaires in the world. And that is because of the power of middle of the funnel traffic. Hundreds of thousands of creators have done the work of building an audience, and you tap into that audience. You get access to them by speaking with them. These are called channel managers. You can hire them, and you pay a channel manager to get access to your best fit creators. And over the last few years, we've seen the rise of multiple billion-dollar companies, Terramana from The Rock, Ryan Gosling's multiple companies, also Humble by Jessica Alba, Prime with Jake Paul, and there's multiple companies that have now tapped into MoFu traffic that a lot of marketers and a lot of entrepreneurs don't even know. Now, when you're going from 0 to 6 figures, you might need to rely on either doing this yourself, or you might need to just like run some ads so you start making money. But the faster you get into MoFu traffic, the higher your return on your investment is going to be. This is one of the biggest lessons I've learned, because I was so good at running ads. It took me a long time to tap into MoFu traffic, but when I finally did, we saw multiple seven figures coming in pure profit just by tapping into Mofu traffic. I'll give you guys a little view of my building over here. Live right up here. So while we're in the topic of Mofu traffic, there is a way as a marketer to turn the red ocean that you're in, you know the concept blue ocean, red ocean. Blue ocean is where you should be fishing because no one else is there and you can catch a lot of fish without much competition. Well, what if there is a way to turn any red ocean where there's a lot of competition into creating your own monopoly and your own blue ocean from a red ocean? Well, that really is earned media. So earned media is not like paid media. I think about paid media as rental traffic, right? You're paying the platforms the big bucks to acquire a customer. And typically in a business, acquiring a customer is the most expensive part of any business. And the lower your cost, the more money you're obviously gonna make. So how do you create an environment where you can get a customer for essentially free? And that is not through paid media. Yes, go to market is very fast. You can start selling a customer today, but you're gonna pay the price for that. And the thing with paid media or rental traffic is the rents can increase at any time, or they can fluctuate every single day. It's not like, if you rent an apartment, the government puts a cap on how much the prices can increase by. Not with paid media, right? The platforms have complete control, and you will have to pay a pretty penny when everyone else is advertising as well. Earned media, however, that is when you invest in your building your list, either through the platforms and you get them into your email platform. That's the only platform you truly own. Even if you're YouTubing, you have a large subscriber base. You have that traffic, but the platforms can change the algorithm, and so that's what's so important to build your own list. That's earned media. Investing in search engine optimization, that's earned media, so that you have organic customers coming onto your online platform, your online website in the cheapest way possible. That's earned media. It's going to take 2 to 3 or 4 years to build up your earned media, but it's going to pay dividends over time. So one of the biggest mistakes I made is not investing into earned media soon enough because I was so good at paid advertisement. So how do you get really good at this earned media? Well, you have to just discover what are the biggest questions your ICP, your ideal client profile, has in regards to your product or service that you have to offer. And nowadays with ChatGPT, you can get your customers, your prospects to fill out a form, and you can dump that data into ChatGPT and get 20 questions they ask the most often. And you can create content around that over and over again, whether that is through blog posts, whether that is through SEO, or whether it is writing a book about that and selling it to your ICP. That's how you establish thought leadership, and that's how you really turn red oceans into blue ocean over and over again. Yes, it's going to take anywhere from 1 to 3 years, but when you do that, it's a difference of getting a customer at 40% of your margins. If you collect $100, $40 goes into paying for the customer with paid media, or getting a customer at maybe 10% of the cost. It truly is the ultimate hack. And as humans, and I'm laughing and crying at the same time, I wasted a good decade on this, just paying paid media because of instant gratification. But over time, if you build up this earned media, oh man, you're just at a different stage. So I hope you watching this really take this to heart. Now let's talk about paid media, because paid media has so much opportunity and you should still do it. It's just part of the ultimate marketing stack that you have to offer a customer, all the way from ideation to conversion. A channel that you cannot ignore is paid media. You can scale a lot faster. That's how we got to 8 figures 4 different times. And truly the equation to keep in mind is 3H plus B plus 2C equals conversion. So this is a marketing formula, you can say, where the hook, the hook is the most important part. And what I've seen over and over again is the best marketers just test the most often as well. And since the hook of an advertisement or a VSL, the beginning 5 to 10 seconds are the most important part, have multiple iterations there. Have 10 plus iterations, 20 plus iterations just for your first 5 seconds, especially for the advertisement. And you're going to be able to acquire a customer at a much lower price point. The second thing you want to think about in the hook is you want to have a very emotional value proposition for your hook. And if you're not tapping into the emotion of your customer, then you are not really going to be driving them to take action. At the end of the day, it's all about getting the customer excited enough to click on what you have to offer. The excitement comes through emotion, whether that is a pain point or greed or nostalgia. You have to create some sort of emotion in your advertisement right in the beginning. So that truly comes from the research phase of understanding your customer. So the body connects your hook with what you have to offer. It needs to be congruent. Congruency is one of the most important elements in an ad. It needs to make sense, right? You engage them with the hook, you hook them, and then if it doesn't flow nicely into your product or service, you're gonna have a drop off with your advertisement. And the 2C, which is creating real urgency, getting them to click. Creating urgency is one of the most important drivers. And we used to do that in our ads with a timer towards the end. Hey, a lot of people on YouTube, for example, they've just finished the ad and there's no real timer, and then before you know it, they have moved on to their YouTube video. So yes, we were one of those annoying people that would just have a 5 to 10 second timer, but hey, if people watch till the end, they're obviously interested, and a lot of people didn't even have a timer on their ad showing them, hey, this ad is now gonna go away. So that is the formula for conversion on your ads. Now there's this one big idea that we haven't touched on yet, and this makes the entire acquisition strategy, whether it's earned media or whether it's paid media, so much more powerful. And that is Banista, the big idea no one is talking about yet. And being a new opportunity for people, that comes from Banista. With big idea no one is talking about, when you present an offer no one has seen yet, it is just a lot more exciting for people. And this, just having a new offer versus an improvement offer, could be the difference between creating a 7-figure business or 8-figure business. Because when you present something new, they cannot say, hey, I've already tried this. Right? It is actually something new, and our brains that I've seen with humans, we're always pulled towards something new. Our brains just gravitate towards novelty, the new, which is why every car manufacturer, every cell phone manufacturer produces and launches a new model every single year. So Banista brings all this together and makes our marketing campaigns just so much more powerful. This is why we have generated over 125 million plus in sales with all these concepts combined. Your odds of success are so much higher. So I hope that helps you out. Take care.